Good morning. So I got up not too long ago after my meditation. I want to show you just how pretty it is here. It's just beautiful. I'm watching the sunrise over the Sea of Galilee. And I've been having some thoughts this morning. But I'm going to pause this for a minute just so I can take this all in because I feel like I need to pause for a second. So good morning. So what I want to talk about, there were a couple of subjects that came up to me really strong in my mind this morning. And one of them, and I've talked about this before, both of them actually I've talked about. One of them is about how our words are magic and how we cast spells with our words, and about real magic. And that is real magic. Be, um, and when we tell ourselves a story, we make it become true. And I can see this throughout. This morning when I was meditating, I could see that the things that I have consistently running in my mind, like the pictures that I have consistently running in my mind, are become the obvious for me, or become the automatic. And then everything that I speaks as if these things exist in my life. And I know that this is this is known, and but it's at a much deeper level that I'm now coming to. Now I know that we can reprogram our own mind through the words that we say. Somebody wrote me in the comments about calling out for the Archangel Michael to come and do healing. And I did that. I did it. And it was to call out to the arc that we get like these dark energies attached to us, and that we can call or summon or call the Archangel Michael to come and cleanse off these energies. Now, whether you believe in that or not, regardless, when you do sit down and you say, okay, I want to be cleansed, let me bring the essence of this archangel, the essence, it's like asking for the energy of it um to show up in your life and come and purify me in your thoughts and in your words. You are creating that. You are purifying yourself as you request it, and as you watch the release in your own mind. You're creating that in yourself. And it was amazing how I did this a couple nights ago. I did it the first time. I did it yesterday, and I did it this morning. And it is amazing how much how light I feel. And it's kind of like the placebo, right? If it's a sugar pill or it's a real medicine pill, if it works, it's magic, right? And I was thinking to myself about how it's pretty much like casting a spell. It's like casting a spell on myself. Um, and through my imagination of it, I'm imagining it happening, and I could actually feel it happening. I could feel things lifting out of me, as because you're in that state that's in between sleep and awake. When you use that state, that's the state when you are like semi-conscious. So you're in between. You could say in between your subconscious and your conscious mind. You could say in between the waking, the waking, and this is like mostly the sleep plane. What happens in the other plane is mostly awoken, but it's in between the two planes, in between the physical plane and the heaven, and the heaven, whatever you want to call it, all the ethers, the energy, the God realm, whatever you want to call it. And thank you for the coffee. This is just so beautiful. I mean, how it's just beautiful. Actually, I'm going to get a picture while I'm doing this. So let's see how I can do this. Um, And so then I was started thinking, well, if that works like that, I can actually cleanse myself with words, like casting a spell. I can create my own spells that I cast on myself. I know that we can also cast spells on others by inserting a thought, or by planting a seed, or by sometimes even by force. There's our words are magic, and when we bring an energy or bring certain words, 'cause each word has energy attached to it and has emotion attached to it. So if we choose our words, we can bring words that have a powerful emotion, and we can plant emotions into situations, into people, we can plant the idea of the outcome that we want. We can plant the idea. So I'm kind of, that it is manipulation. You could call it manipulation, but manipulation isn't always bad. And that's why that's why first of all, when we understand these levels of existence, it means that we have already had to come through quite a bit in our lives to become to a conscious state where we understand that we are conscious creators. But there's also a responsibility that comes with this is like sacred knowledge. This is knowledge that um, very few know of, and even fewer can master. It is because in this way, you have to be a conscious creator. You have to watch every word and be aware of what every word uh, means. It's you are constantly aware of what you are putting out, the energy, or um, the creations that you are making with your words, right? So it requires patience, first of all, because casting spells, sometimes it's immediate, but usually, casting spells can take some time. Spells take time to work their magic. And also, when you have to be self-disciplined, because in order to come into a place where you are in control of the words that you use, and you choose every single word, then you have to be in constant attention. You can't just let yourself go rambling. You can't just like, you know, uh, but once you do purify yourself, then you can allow yourself, because when you are coming from a pure place, and from a place of where you've already done the work, it's like when you squeeze an orange juice comes out. So if you've done the work and you've purified yourself, no matter what you say, it's all coming from that place. It's all coming from the place of good. But a lot of words can have double meanings and can have all sorts of different effects. But I was thinking about how that summoning the Archangel Michael. And it's really funny because my sister's son's name is Michael, and I've always thought of him as like a little angel Michael. I've thought of him as the Archangel Michael. It's funny. But I had never called or summoned any angels, especially not angels by name, maybe angels by just knowing, like, okay, I can feel presence. I can feel presence when there's presence around me. And I see energy. It's one of my gifts that I've just been able to start. A horse just neighed. That I've just been able to really start openly talking about in the really recent. So, um, I can read energy. I can see people's gifts uh, by the energy that they have around them and the energy that they are. And that is a talent. It's a natural born talent that I'm learning to master. And I realize that when you have a natural born talent, it doesn't take a lot to master it. All you really have to do is admit it first, bring it into words, and then allow yourself to just be, and then your talents will automatically want to open up for you and come out because they want to be to get their place in the world. It's like the universe wants its own expansion. And so I was thinking about these casting of spells, and I was thinking how, and a lot of the twin flame journey also. I was thinking, but really, you have to be really careful when you're casting spells. You have to really know what you're doing and know what the consequences are, and really check with the consequences, because everything is so perfect the way that it is. And everything is, especially with the twin flame journey, because I was thinking, I could cast a spell on myself and to release, which I know I need to release anyway. But before I do this, I need to really sit down and take a look at it, because I know that when you cast a spell, especially on yourself, um, you have to be very, very particular is the word that comes up, but I want, it's a better word than that. You have to be very exact, um, because when you're casting a spell, you can, um, if you make a mistake in it, you can unknowingly alter your life in a way that you didn't mean to. And so by releasing him, is it that I really want to release him from my life, or do I just not want to have to feel the pain anymore, or not want to have to do the inner work anymore? Um, or is it that I want to release the need to own him? And that connects to that second thing that was coming up with me today, which was jealousy. And that came up from a completely different story, and I'll make a different video on it. Um, but also with that, because it connects back with that, like, if I could get over the wanting, and this I think is key, yeah. Get over the wanting to hold on to him and just allow him to be in my life, like static, not even static, but just to be without any kind of expectation or want or need for him to fulfill within me. And I think that to get to that point, I will have to fully rise into myself, because that connects back to jealousy, which jealousy is the what jealousy is an emotion, but what is the act of jealousy? What is the outcome of jealousy? Is control. When you're jealous, you try to control, and so to let go of that control would be and to allow would be to let go also of the jealousy within me, of jealousy of, and what is jealousy? Jealousy is weakness. Jealousy is me not feeling adequate enough to, that I am not, trying to hold my place in this other person's life. Or so I'm jealous that they might find something more interesting and then leave. It comes back to the fear of abandonment. Yeah. So jealousy, in any case, is insecurity. Jealousy is always insecurity. Insecurity that I'm not worthy, insecurity that my place isn't safe, insecurity that somebody else is better than me, insecurity that I'm going to be left behind and abandoned, insecurity that my worth is put on this other being or existence or whatever it is, or things that I have or person that I want to be with, all of those things. And I've been really contemplating in the last couple of days, with my twin, dating. And dating, I mean plural. And because I met him the other day again. I met him twice, actually. I met him on Saturday and on Sunday. And today's Tuesday. Yesterday I didn't see him. And we don't set up meetings anymore. We don't set up any meetings anymore, but we just kind of meet. On Saturday, he did call me because he had my bottle that I had forgotten at the hot springs, and he found it and he brought it to me. It was the bottle that he gave me. And so I've really been contemplating in these last couple of days if, like, I need to get back and get my son off to school. if I want to start dating, if I want to just open that up, if I want to, like, if I want to start dating, just to open up my life a little bit, because when you let other people in, your life expands. And I kind of feel like my life has really been, it has closed. So I have my work and I go on hikes, and then I have the twin flame thing, and I have my kids and I have my family, and I have places that I go and things that I do, but I really want something exciting. I want to be excited about something. And I know that when I meet new people, if I start dating again, or at least open that up to where I can meet people, it doesn't have to mean that I get straight into a relationship, but at least open up the opportunity and start, seeing options, start trying at least. Um, and then I feel like, am I forcing myself? Am I doing it just because, I don't feel like I'm doing it just because he's dating. I feel like I really need to let go in that place, and that I want more people in my life, and I want romantic situations, and I want to, um, um, have somebody over for the evening, have somebody to go somewhere with, go enjoy, enjoy my time with somebody, and not have it all honed in on one person. And because there's so many interesting people, there's so many, everybody that I meet, is a whole world, and by themselves. And every person that I meet, somehow, even in small meetings when I meet people, somehow enhance my life. So I really need to get back and get my son off to school, make sure that he got up. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for watching, and I'll come back with another video that I want to do about jealousy and how I got to that with somebody that I met yesterday, and he was talking about his wife being jealous, and all those thoughts were coming up. It's just like, looking at it from the side, it's like, what wife would want to be jealous of her husband and then not allow him to go out and just have fun? Like, how much fun is that, to take somebody and, like, grab a hold of them and try to force them just to sit next to you and not allow them, like strangle their life, take the wind out of their wings, like. And then he seems like a really nice guy, really nice guy. Okay, I'm going to tell about this in the other video. Okay, thanks for watching.